What has being a part of this group meant to you over the last year or two?
Are you going like order?
Whoever, just jump in whenever. If you don't have anything to a question, it's fine.
It's really helped me grow in both my relationship with God, as well as it's a good, because you're with other people that are discerning the same thing as you and are in the same place. So it's nice to have that fellowship too.
Thanks.
Also, like the Melchizedek project allows you to actually purposely discern like the priesthood. Usually, like people our age just give it a second thought and just ignore it, whereas this really brings it to surface. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would say before I came to one of these meetings, I never really seriously considered going to seminary or a priesthood, and it really opened up my life and actually got me started thinking about like everything that I'm going to do in my future, not just the priesthood, but got me to think about any vocation that I'd be doing in.
That's great. I really appreciate that perspective because that's a goal. So.
Yeah, it really teaches you how to discern. Like, yeah, you're discerning priesthood, but you're also discerning a lot of other things that go along with that. And this group really helps with that.
It's also nice that's not a commitment to the priesthood, because that might cause some people to be pressured, like, oh no, if I go to this group, I'm like going to become a priest. But you in theory could have a girlfriend and be going to this group too. If you you have to be open to all possibilities with God, because it's God's plan in the end, and He does what's best, not what you think is best, because that might not be the best for you.
Mm-hmm. It's definitely offered a step towards priesthood, because in this group we talk about you need to take steps, and this group just offered a step in one direction.
Mm-hmm.
It's also just like one big community. Like, it's tough going to a public high school, like finding a community of men that are actually taking your faith seriously, and this group kind of provides that, and you just get to meet like-minded men, which really just helps.
It also helps that almost everyone here attends church regularly and whatnot, because I know of so many people in the public high school that are Catholic, but, haven't been to church in years sometimes, 3-4 years, because their parents aren't pushing them and stuff like that, and they just fall out of the faith.
Mm-hmm.
And it's, like Weston said, it's really hard to find people at Bemidji High School like that, because a lot of them have fallen out of the faith. I mean, there's a few really good ones, but that's about it.
What's been one of the most helpful things in this group?
Talking with others and getting all their points of view, and then it really helps to see where you stand too, and just further your discernment with a bunch of guys who have the same interest as you.
Definitely being able to see that other people are either in the same boat, or see where that there are other people that are considering the same thing that you are.
I would have never thought about reading a book on discernment before this group, so that kind of helps. And then you got everyone talking, oh, I got this out of the chapter. I was like, oh, I didn't really look at that too much, but that's a good point. And it's just you learn a lot. It's a good learning experience.
Wait, Weston, you went to Steubenville? Yeah, you went to Steubenville.
Yeah.
Did they ever give you the book How to Save 1,000 Souls? Because they gave me the book at Steubenville. Diocese of the Archdiocese gave me the book.
Nope. I don't remember, at least. Maybe I did.
But yeah, that because Father Matt's like, oh, we're using that book, and I'm just like, well, guess what? I have that book at home.
Yeah, I would say going through the book to save 1,000 souls together is so much better, because even just reading it at my house, you can take it and see what you get from it and put it into your life, but even just having more experienced eyes on it, and even just other perspectives from other guys your own age really teaches you, I don't know, but it can be applied to all parts of your life, not just discernment, And it just is a book about getting a better relationship with God.
Yep, I like that. What is something that you've learned?
Going to seminary does not mean that you're going to become a priest.
Yep.
Sometimes you just have to trust in God, and just like in order to discern the priesthood, you have to grow closer to Him. You have to build a better relation, I guess you should, not a better relationship, but like a stronger and closer relationship with God. And you just have to, in the end, you have to put full trust in in His will and not yours, because like I said earlier, He knows what's best for us, and His will is the best way for us. Because like in the chapter 11, it said God will put you in a place I'll be happy, because a lot of priests most priests are extremely happy with their decision, like the book said.
One thing I picked up from it that's repeatedly said in the book is God can't drive a car that's not moving, and it's just take a step. Not deciding will just hurt you, and just getting anxious about it will just set you back. So just really be open to any possibility and just follow where your heart leads, because most of the time it's correct, and if it's not, you feel it. But it's better than just staying in indecisive. I can't say that word. Not decided for too long.
Mm-hmm. Did you have? What would you say to someone who's invited to attend but is nervous about attending for some reason or another?
Just come, you get free food, and you can learn things.
I like that. That's going in there.
There's like-minded people, and there's people that think the same way as you do, and you won't be judged, so don't be afraid.
That's good.
It can't hurt. That's kind of what I was thinking. I was like, hey, there's nothing bad that could happen. There's only improvements to be made, so.
I like that. Perspective of a first-timer.
Yeah.
Come as you are. Even if you have a girlfriend or whatever, come.
And I would say, if you're hesitant or nervous about being alone and not knowing people, then bring a friend with you.
Yeah.
That's marketing idea.
Nice.
That's fine.
Anything else at all that you'd say? Just kind of as a wide open. If not, it's right. There's plenty of
I
gold
think
in
probably
there.
just you won't be judged.
Mhm.
And there's other people like you. You aren't the only one. Because that's how a lot of young men feel like they're the only one on this journey, even though they aren't.
I like that. Awesome. Thank you, guys.